I'm Elson Wong, and we chose track B for our project. Our project is called Baccarat game, which is a multiplayer card game where players can bet on either the bank or a player hand. And the goal is to correctly predict which hand is going to win. And after the bet, each hand is dealt cards, and the value is determined by adding the cards together and then using only the ones digit of the total. And the hand closest to 9 wins the round.
Okay, now I'll be running a live demo of what this multiplayer game of Baccarat would look like. I'm doing it on one computer, but I have two MATLAB tabs, two MATLAB windows open. Let's get the second game started. My battery's pretty low on this, but it should be enough to get us through the demo. Okay. Okay, we have both games set up. All right, for this one, I'm gonna pick player one. Get the nice little game chime, which was one of our reach features, along with the animation you're gonna see at the end. Okay, so time to show the sensors at work. So I'm gonna tilt my phone to the right, and so we switch to banker, tilted to the left, player. Now I'm gonna shake to confirm and place the bet. As you saw, it only works on one of these games, but that's just because I have one phone. When you're playing with, like, let's say two people with their own computers and their own phones, then the game would work as intended. But for right now, I'm just going to select a banker and place a bet manually. This is also going to take a little bit of time just because of the ThingSpeak limitations. And if, let's say, if it fails to read or write anything from the channels, then it's just going to retry and have a like delayed amount of time. But hey, at least one player wins. That was the little animation that you saw of the coins falling across the screen, signifying you're making good money. So these are the two images in display. Both games display the winner, so you're not left with any confusion on either end. And they both have play again options that will return you to the start screen.
So for our classes, first we have the Baccarat game class. This one has all the gaming rules and logic that goes along. It deals the cards, calculates the total hand values, and it determines the winner of each round. And this is where the game decides whether third card should be dealt. In this class, none of the data is processed and doesn't talk and communicate with any of the other classes. We also have our gesture detector class. This one manages accelerometer data and decides whether the user made a left tilt, right tilt, or a shake. And also doesn't contain any of the game rules or any of the networking code. Here we have our network messenger class, and this one communicates with ThingSpeak. It makes sure both devices show the same information, and it sends and receives the player information as well. And last, we have our sensor data analysis class. This one collects and processes the sensor data from MATLAB Mobile, and this one has the X, Y, and Z acceleration values. It only focuses on data collection and analysis, and it doesn't make any betting decisions or any of the game outcomes.
We evaluate our gesture detector using 10 intentional shake gestures, and the detector successfully recognized 8 out of 10 shakes, so the true positive rate is 80%. And we also perform an idle test with the phone stationary and observed 0 false triggers during the test period. And also we measure the delay between the sending and receiving data through ThingSpeak. The average communication latency was approximately like 4.5 seconds. So overall, our team think that the detector was reliable enough for the game. An important lesson we learned is the value of separating the responsibility across the classes. Like keeping the gesture detection, networking, and game logic independently can make the debug much easier, and we can work on different parts of the project at the same time.